This is Joe again from the Wine Song Tasting Lab in Oviedo, and this evening we will taste something very special. This is Baccalà, or Baccalà as the Portuguese say, salted codfish. You see, it has been put underwater because for conservation purposes it is covered with salt, and the salt has been washed out. And we will taste this codfish together with a rosé, a white and a red wine, and we will see what will pairing best. Let me first introduce to you the wines that we are using this evening. The first one is a Rosé Martavello, a young wine from 2018. The second wine is an Oviedo Classico from 2016, which is partially oaked. And the third one is something very different. It's an Antagir. It's a blend of Sangiovese, Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot from Tuscany. And we will see how these three wines will pair with Baccalà that we are cooking. We have two different Baccalà dishes. This is Baccalà with the saffron sauce, what is here already nearly ready in the pan. And you see it here, it's still in a virgin state. Will be served with this sauce of tomatoes and celery, which is a typical style of my city. But let's first have a sip of our wines that we are going to pair this evening. We start with the Martavello. A young fruity wine, scents of roses, strawberries, raspberries, light red fruits and roses, and maybe a bit of mango. Go on with the Cadetto, the Oviedo Classico. Oh, it's very strong on the nose, and the palate confirms what the nose tells us. Stone fruits, very intensive peaches and nectarines, but there is also a scent of vanilla from the oak, and there are tertiary aromas like hay. A very complex wine, and let's see if this will pair with something like Baccalà. The third wine, the Antagir from Tuscany. Ooh. And when I opened it, it was not so strong at the nose. Now you have an explosion of red fruits. Yeah, decisively red plums, red cherries, but strong tertiary aromas and flavors like leather, but also there is some of the vanillas in, and cooked fruit. So this is a wine that you imagine with a very heavy meat dish. Let's see if it pairs with this special fish, this salted and rehydrated codfish that we are cooking today. Hi, we finally arrived at the tasting, and I show you the dishes. These are two different versions of Baccalà. This is with the saffron sauce, and this with the tomato onion sauce. So Baccalà is still a bit salty. So rosé is fine. It's a relatively simple wine, but has a nice acidity and fruitiness. Classico. Loses elegance. This dish with tomatoes, raisins, loses elegance, loses this complexity of different flavors that I described initially. It's possible, it does not get bad, but it is wasted with this Baccalà. Let's try. This is daring, no? To pair is very structured, high tannic red wine with fish, also if it's Baccalà. It went flat because of the sweet and sour. The most simple of the three wines, the rosé, paired best with this dish, which was Baccalà alla vietana, corn, tomatoes, celery, pine nuts and raisins. Now we try with the other Baccalà alla saffron, which should be more elegant. Here we are. Also meno salty. Much more elegant in the saffron. The rosé as well, again, no problem. But this Martavello I call my Swiss knife, because it does everything. It pairs with nearly everything. But let's see, with a bit nice piece of saffron, if the Febeo, the Oviedo Classico, pairs. The Febeo loves the saffron source, and it really expresses more his complexity of different flavors. Because the other one is more a dish where you need something to clean your mouth. This is more elegant, where you want to combine the wine with the food. And even the Antagier would be combinable with this. The Antagier is wasted. You should have a boar stew or beef with this. Let's reassume with the tomato sauce. The rosé was the only wine which paid very well. The other sauce, with the saffron sauce, I think the Febeo was the best. The Antagier, the red, a substantious red, is not something what you should have with fish. So textbook knowledge confirmed. This is for today. See you very soon again.